Dear students, today we will solve one example in chapter Redemption of Preference Shares in subject Advanced Accounting and Auditing paper 4 for class 2nd year BCom semester 4 Veer Narmad South Gujarat University. Here is the question. A summarized balance sheet of Rohit Limited as on 31st March 2016. Equity and liabilities, we have shareholders fund in which A, share capital, note number 1, rupees 19,92,000. Reserve and surplus, note number 2, 8,75,000. Then we have current liabilities, sundry creditors, rupees 1,50,000, and total of equity and liabilities amount to 30,17,000. On asset side we have non-current assets, fixed assets, tangible assets 14,12,000 and current assets 16,05,000 and total on asset side 30,17,000. Here are the notes to balance sheet. Note number 1 for share capital. We have issued, subscribed and paid up capital 10,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, fully paid up rupees 10 lakh. 8% redeemable preference shares of rupees 100 each, fully paid up rupees 6 lakh, and 6% redeemable preference shares of rupees 100 each, fully called up rupees 4 lakh, minus calls in arrears rupees 20 per share, amount rupees 8,000, total amount 3,92,000 and share capital amount 19,92,000. Then note number 2, reserve and surplus. We have general reserve rupees 6,05,000, securities premium rupees 70,000, profit and loss account rupees 2 lakh and total 8,70,000. Here are some additional information. On 1st April 2016, company decided to redeem all the above preference shares at 15% premium by issuing sufficient number of equity shares at a premium of 10%. All payments were made except on calls in arrears. Afterwards, the company decided to utilize the capital redemption reserve for issuing fully paid up bonus shares to equity shareholders. Write journal entries and prepare balance sheet after redemption. Dear students, this is one of the very good examples asked in our university paper. Before we start solution, let us understand the question. Here we have share capital in company's balance sheet, 10,000 equity shares fully paid up, 8% redeemable preference shares fully paid up, but 6% redeemable preference shares 100 each, fully called up, amount rupees 4 lakh, but there is a calls in arrears of rupees 20 per share, amount rupees 8,000. Here calls in arrears rupees 20 per share and amount 8,000. It means 400 shares are partly paid up, that is 8,000 divided by rupees 20 per share. It means 400 shares are partly paid up, whereas total shares 6%, that is 4 lakh, divided by rupees 100, it is 4,000 shares, and out of 4,000 shares 400 shares are partly paid up. It means 3,600, 6% redeemable preference shares are fully paid up. And here, as per the information, company decided to redeem all the above preference shares at 15% premium. Okay, and for that sufficient number, sufficient matlab we don't know the number of new equity shares at a premium of 10% issued by the company. All payments were made except on calls in arrears. Matlab those preference shares which are partly paid up. In our example, it is 400 shares, 400 shares, 6% are partly paid up, will be not redeemed. Okay, yes. Now under reserve and surplus, we have general reserve as a free reserve, profit and loss account as a free reserve, and securities premium, right? Now with this information, let us solve the example. Here are some working. First of all, we will decide total amount payable to redeemable preference share holders. First, 8% redeemable preference share capital, which is fully paid up, rupees 6 lakh. Then second, 6% redeemable preference share capital, only fully paid up shares, that is 3600 shares multiply rupees 100, so amount 3 lakh 60,000. So total redeemable preference share capital amounts to 9 lakh 60,000. These preference shares are to be redeemed at a premium of 15%. So 15% of 9 lakh 60,000 amounts to 1 lakh 44,000. So our total amount payable to preference shareholders amount to 11 lakh 4,000. Okay, and now we will make provision for redeemable preference share capital and premium on redemption. But before that, we will have to find out sufficient number of equity shares. My dear children, here we have to answer 3 questions to calculate necessary or sufficient equity shares to be issued by company to decide the process. Okay, our first question: do we have securities premium balance in balance sheet? So our answer is yes, we have, and the amount is rupees 70,000. My second question: is rupees 70,000 enough to make provision for premium on redemption? My answer is no. Answer is no. Why? Because I need 1,44,000 for premium on redemption, but have only 70,000 rupees as a securities premium. It means 70,000 is not sufficient to provide 1,44,000. 70,000 is less than 1,44,000. Now my next question: is new shares issued by company at a premium? My answer is yes, but number of new shares are unknown, so premium amount is unknown. So after getting these 3 answers, we will decide how to calculate new sufficient equity shares to be issued. Here is the working. First of all, we will take total amount to be payable to preference shareholders, that is 11 lakh 4,000. Here it is. From this 11 lakh 4,000, we will deduct number 1 general reserve 6 lakh 5,000 as per balance sheet, profit and loss account rupees 2 lakh as per balance sheet, and securities premium 70,000. Okay, so from 11 lakh 4,000 we will deduct all these 3 amount: general reserve, profit and loss account, and securities premium. So finally the balancing figure amounts to rupees 2 lakh 90,000. This 2 lakh 90,000 is nothing but sufficient equity shares, issue of new shares including 10% premium. So our issue price per share amounts to rupees 100 plus 10%, that is 110. So number of new shares would be 2,29,000 divided by 110, that is 2,082 shares. So equity share capital would be 2,08,200 and securities premium 20,820. Like this we will calculate sufficient number of new shares to be issued by the company. Now we will make provision for redeemable preference share capital and premium on redemption. Here is the provision for redeemable preference share capital, amount rupees 9 lakh 60,000. Let us see how the provision is made. First we took proceeds of new shares, that already done, 2082 shares of rupees 100 each, amount 2,08,200. And for remaining amount we will use divisible profit, that is general reserve 6,05,000, and balancing figure from profit and loss account, that is 1,46,800. How you got this balancing figure? That is 9,60,000 minus 2,08,000 minus 6,05,000. So remaining 1,46,800 is utilized out of profit and loss account, and like this provision of rupees 9,60,000 for capital is done. And my dear students, these two amount, general reserve and profit and loss account, total 7,51,800. 7,51,800 will be transferred to capital redemption reserve account. Now provision for premium on redemption, we need rupees 1,44,000. Let us check how this amount is provided. First we took security premium as per balance sheet, that is 70,000. Then we took security premium of new shares, 20,820. So total security premium available 90,820, but we need 1,44,000. So balancing figure is out of profit and loss account, that is free reserve 53,180, and like this rupees 1,44,000 is provided. And now provision for bonus shares, that capital redemption reserve account will be utilized for issuing bonus shares to the existing equity shareholders, and the amount will be 7,51,800. It is from here this amount is transferred to capital redemption reserve, and this capital redemption reserve is utilized for bonus purpose. Okay, now after this working we will prepare necessary balance sheet and notes to the balance sheet. Here are notes to the balance sheet. First is share capital. Issue, subscribed and paid up capital, that is 19,600 equity shares of rupees 100 each fully paid up, 19,60,000. My dear students, before we check the 19,600, let us see the existing share capital of the company. See, our existing equity share capital is 10,000 equity shares. Okay, existing shares 10,000 plus new equity shares issued for redemption purpose plus bonus shares issued to the existing equity shareholders. By adding these three equity shares, we will get total 19,600 shares. So finally 19,600 equity shares of rupees 100 each fully paid up, 19,60,000. Again 10,000 existing equity shares plus 2,082 new equity shares issued by company plus bonus shares issued to the existing equity shareholders out of capital redemption reserve. So total 19,60,000. Then we have 6% 400 redeemable preference shares of rupees 100 each fully called up, minus calls in arrears rupees 20 per share, amount rupees 8,000, total 32,000. So finally our share capital amounts to 19,92,000. Then reserve and surplus. Reserve and surplus, we have only 20 rupees in profit and loss account, that you can check. And finally we need to work out current assets balance for balance sheet. My dear students, here in existing balance sheet we have given current assets. Okay, and there is no bifurcation of current assets like stock, debtors or cash and bank. So here we assume the entire current asset as a cash balance, and we will check the closing current assets for balance sheet purpose. So current assets as per balance sheet is 16,05,000 as per balance sheet. In this 16,05,000 we will add cash receipts, and that is from issue of equity share capital 2,08,200 and securities premium 20,820, and from this we will deduct cash payment to preference shareholders rupees 11,04,000. So finally our closing balance of current assets amount to 7,30,020, and this will be put in our balance sheet. And now we will prepare balance sheet of Rohit Limited as on 31st March 2016 after redemption. On equity and liability side we have share capital, note number 1, 19,92,000, reserve and surplus, note number 2, 20 rupees, and current liabilities, sundry creditors rupees 1,50,000, and total of equity and liability amounts to 21,42,020. Okay, and on asset side we have non-current assets, fixed assets, tangible assets 14,12,000 as it is from the opening balance sheet, and current assets, note number 3, 7,30,020, and finally our asset side total amount to 21,42,020. That's all. Dear students, in this particular sum we have worked out necessary working and finally prepared balance sheet. Journal entries are not discussed because I think after solving these many examples you are enough competent to pass journal entries by yourself. Okay, so try to understand the solution of this particular sum, solve independently yourself, and solve one more example of similar type from books available to you. Dear students, thank you very much for watching this video lecture. Very soon we will meet with another example in the same chapter.